Everyone, this is Lori from the Crafting Auntie back with you with another video. Again, this is a collaboration that my sister Pam at Nana's Crafting Cottage and I are doing, and we selected items that we would make and they would be on our own take. So however we wanted to do it. So today is a policy closure envelope. So what I'm going to do is use one of these envelopes, and this came from my sister, possibly from Amazon, but I'm not sure. And let's just see, what size are we talking here? We are talking a 4.5, and with the if the flap was folded down, this would be about 7 3/4, and then it's got like a 1/2 inch or so flap. So any envelope, really, any envelope that you want to use. I'm using this one because I wanted it narrower, thinking about if I were to put this into a journal. So the first thing I want to do is fold this up. So I'm going to make a pocket out of this on the bottom. And I'm using some of the Vintage Garden digitals from Seven Plaza. So I have a couple of sheets here. I love these. So I'm going to use one for covering and decorating, and the other one I'm going to use with some dark brown cardstock to make the policy closures. And to make the policy closures, the way I'm going to do it is use this tag punch. So you can do a 1.5 inch, 2 inch, or 2.5 inch. And I think I'm going to go between the 2 or the 2.5. I'm not sure which one yet, so we'll see. I'm kind of leaning toward the 2 because it might be too wide with the 2.5. So that's probably what I'm going to do. So I'm going to cover this with this. I think this is so pretty. She's done a beautiful job on this kit. So let's see, let's get our paper trimmer out. And let's just cut this, and then I'll figure out where the rest of the cut will be. So I want this to go in here, and I think I want that peeking out. So let's just, I'm going to cut on this line. I'm not measuring, I'm just guesstimating here. Let me cut off the rest of this edges. Get rid of the white and the grayish background. So I have just the dark colors. Okay, so let's see. What did this do? Oh yeah, almost. So I'm just going to take a tiny, tiny bit off of the side, just so that I have a tiny bit of a border. So maybe like a 1/16 of an inch. Hopefully that's enough. Yep. And then let me just trim this down, and then we'll take some off of the top because I want this picture to be showing from the pocket. So I don't need this whole thing. So let's cut it. Grab my pencil here. And let's just cut it right about here. Okay. So trim that. And then that is going to go here. And I'm going to cover up this top part here. Not with glue or anything. I want this to be a pocket, but I want to do a half circle. So this will go here, and then the pocket up. So now I need a piece here, and I think I want to use this with the bird. So let's see. This piece is a lot narrower. So let's just trim off some of the edges here, the white, and then we'll see where we are. I think I'm okay here. And then let's do this edge. And then let's see, to kind of center this. So I think I just want to take off a little bit over on this side. Find my pencil here. So we'll take it right about here. So let's cut that. And then we don't need a very long piece. So let's cut that right about there. Okay. All right. So now we've got our bird. So that'll go here, and this will go here. Okay. So for now, let's go ahead and ink these up. Clear out my space here. I'm still going to use the scorched timber. So I can get a darker border on these. And then I am going to also ink around the envelope. So do these pieces. And I do want to cut a circle. So we'll do that, and then I'll re-ink it after we get this glued on. Okay, so now let's do our envelope. Get that grungy look there. What's nice about this envelope is it's already grungy. You really don't have to add any distress ink, but I just thought it would really go with it. And let's see, let's do, you could do this as a standalone with the back. I'm not going to cover the back just to save some time, but you could, or you could just glue this into your journal page. So my thoughts are, you would have a pocket here. This would be a closure, and there'll be a closure down here. There'll be a policy closure. You can have a pocket here or here, and then you have this pocket here. So let's go ahead and start gluing. So this piece is going to go right here. Art glitter glue for that. Just make sure you get the edges good. Okay. Perfect. Oh, let me take off a little bit here in the center. I don't want it to glue my pocket part shut. Make sure that that doesn't. Yeah, that's good. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue this right here and right here. This is kind of a nice thick pocket, so I don't think I'm going to do a half circle here. I think I'm going to leave that alone. Okay, so let's cover that. Put our bird on here. Use any digital or any, you can use scrap paper, you can collage on this if you wanted to. Yeah, you don't have to use the same thing I'm using. I've been dying to use it since I bought it. So I wanted to do it. Okay, so I printed this one out on 110-pound cardstock. I want to use this part, and I'm hoping I can get both closures so that this part will come up this way and then this part will come down this way. So this will get folded over. I think maybe I better cover that now that I'm thinking about it. So let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. So let's see, I'm going to cut it here and then we'll round the corners. Grab my paper trimmer again. And let's cut this. All right, line that up straight. Okay, so this will go here. So let me just use my corner rounder. Let's use the bigger one. Okay, so if this is going this way, I want to corner round. Ooh, that's a little big. I'm gonna have to be careful how I do this. Just carefully putting it in here because it could just get swallowed up. Okay, let's see. Let's see how I did. Perfect. Okay, so let's ink this up. All right, and let's see, I gotta ink this as well. So let's just do that. And here. Okay, now we can glue that on. Set that aside again, and we'll glue this piece on. Then we can work on our policy closure. So in my mind, the policy closure is just where you have a pocket. A lot of times they use them on coin envelopes, and you want to keep it closed, so you have a round circle here and a round circle here, and then you can tie it off. And so that's basically what we're going to do, only a little different. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is let's cut some pieces. So I'll set my envelope to the side here. And I want to use this piece. So I'm going to just cut this right here. And I want to go ahead, I think I want to use 2-inch. So let's see. Let's see what that looks like. Actually, I think I could do 2.5. Let's try 2.5. So I'm going to cut a piece 2.5. And it doesn't really matter on the length because we're going to adjust it. But what I'm going to do is put this in here. And let me just move this out of the way here and get my punch here in the center. So I've got it in the 2.5-inch. And then I'm just going to punch it this side, and I'm going to turn it around and do the same thing on the other side. So it's going to end up being one long piece. That's okay, because we're going to adjust it from there. So I think that will be okay. Let's just take another look at this. So it's going to be like, yeah, I think that's going to be fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this now is, let's see, how big of a piece do we need? Don't need a very long piece. So I think I'm going to give myself at least 1/2 inch. So let's cut that here. Kind of making this up as I go along, so hang in there with me. So let's cut this. Where'd I put my mark? Here it is. Which ends up being just under 2 3/4, like 1 mark. So then I'm going to turn around and do the same thing. Just 1 mark under 2 3/4. Just about like that. Okay, let's see. How did I do? Perfect. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is take this piece and let's see. Let's cut off some of this. I'm hoping I capture all of this. So I cut it, let's see, right about here. And then let's see where 2.5 inches is. Yes, perfect. Perfect. Okay. So this is the piece I want to use. I'm going to put this into here and punch again. Oh, wait a minute. I got to think about this. So if I punch this in, it'll be upside down. So this end, I think, will be okay. No. Let me think about this. So if I put it in and I need to punch here. Okay, so I'm going to cut this in half. Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure this out myself. So let's just do that. Okay. So I want this end to go in here. So let's push it all the way in. Punch. Okay, so that will go here. And that'll be from the bottom up. And then this one is going to be from the bottom down. So I do need to do it on this side. But I want a lot of that flower. So where do I need to cut this? So let's just take off a little bit of this. Right about there. Okay. Whew. Quite a challenge here. All right. So this one's going to go in here. Right? That one goes up and this one goes down. So I had it, I guess, right the first time. Let's make sure we get this in here correct. Oh, something stuck. Let's try this again. Yeah. Okay, we're hoping for the best. Okay, so this will go here. And this will go here. Whew. Okay, I think I got it figured out. All right, so let's take our little goodie thing here. Okay, so we need this to fold over. Let's do about 1/2 inch. Grab my ruler, put this on my board, and put my ruler right there. Just going to do the cheating way. And let's do the same thing here. Not quite as far, I don't think. Let's see. I want to make sure journal is there. So, there. Don't think I got that very straight, but we'll fold it straight. Okay. All right, and then let's fold this. Let's see how we match up. Not very good. Okay, let's glue them down. We'll glue them down and then we will refold it. So let's glue this guy on here. Probably should have done this first. We'll do this one the right way. Get this one glued down. put that on here. Looks like I need to trim a little bit here. Okay, now let's fold it. So I want it to be even. So let's just manipulate it a bit. There we go. Okay, so we've got that. It's just going to go here, like so. Okay, now let's do this one. And try to make it even to that. This one is going to go here. Perfect. All right, got it figured out. Got it figured out. Okay, so let's do some eyelets. All right, let's do some eyelets. How about these darker ones? I think will go good. Get a couple of these. We already have the hole, so that makes it easy. Put that in, and let me adjust my crocodile, like so. Okay, let's get this on here, like so, and this one, and then we're going to ink it all as well. Okay. Gives a lot more definition once you get it inked. I think that looks good. Okay, so we've got that. So now let's place them on here. Move this out of the way, move this out of the way, and let's just line these up. Make sure they're even. Let's see. That looks pretty good. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue here on the flap. And press that down good. Then we'll do the back side. So let's reline these guys up. And this one I'm not going to add any glue. This one has the flap, so it needed it. So let's turn it over and let's add our glue here. And after you put this on like this, these flaps, then you can cover the back. But my plan would be to use this on a journal page, so I don't need to cover it. But you could also do this as a flip if you wanted to. You could add a a little gusset flap and do it as a flip. Make sure these are down good. So this one will go flap down here, this one will flap here. So now you've got a pocket. So I want to make that easier to get into. So let me grab a bigger punch. was a 1.5 inch punch. So let's give this an easier opening. I'm going to try and line it up. So now we've got that. So let's go ahead and re-ink that. Nice. Okay. So I have a few things that I cut out yesterday. One of the pages in her kit, it can be used as a whole page or it could be used cutting apart. So I cut a bunch of these things apart. And I thought, let's just see, so something like that would fit. So let's ink it up. And we can also add an eyelet to it. Back side is white, so I'm just going to give it a little bit of a inking around it, just so it's not completely stark white. And we'll just kind of go over it a little bit. So that like that. So we'll add an eyelet to that. What else do we have here? Let's see. Oh, we have this one. So let's do that. Just add some goodies into the pocket. Now you could have cut this open and had a double pocket if you wanted to. There's lots of options. And then again, depending on how you glue it down, you could have a pocket here, here, or at the top here again. However you want to do it. I think I want to do these 3. And then add some eyelets. Okay, let's see. Well, let's do these 3. We'll put these in the pocket. So I grab my eyelets again. And let's punch these. Again, these are out of 110-pound cardstock. So I did print these heavier weight paper. Okay, put our eyelet in. I think these dark colored eyelets really go well with this kit. She's got a lot of fun grunge in here. So that one. And we'll do this one. I think adding the hardware really makes a difference. And then you could tie something in there if you wanted to. Okay, what else? So I think we're ready to do our closure. Okay, so I'm going to use some twine. I get a lot of pieces of twine from Etsy when things come in and they're packaged and they add twine onto them. So I just hang on to it. So let's see, how do I want to do this? Do I want to go through here? Let's just kind of work through this. Okay, I like that. And then maybe we just see if we could get both of these through here. Again, let's see, try to think this through. Maybe we just see. Maybe just put one of these through here. And then we have this one here. And then let's just tie it. We'll see how that looks. Again, I did not think this through ahead of time. Yeah, I think that'll work. Yes, it does work. Okay, I think we've got that. Let's just make it a little smaller. Okay. I think it's going to work. All right, so let's take a look at it. All right, so we have our closure, which is 2 of the 2.5-inch wide punch tags from the tag punch that I used, which is this one. And then some twine, so let's just pull that through. We have a pocket here on the inside, which goes all the way down, so you can put goodies into it. A pocket here, which I added these tags. And then this one comes up this way. And then if you glue it down on 3 sides, you could have a pocket here. Or you could glue it down on these 3 sides and have a pocket here, which might be the better, depending on what side of the page you put it on. You can have a pocket or a tuck spot out of either side of these. And then we just put one of these through and we tie it in a bow. Like that. And that keeps it closed. It's a little different than using, say, the 1-inch circles. But I like it. So here it is. Policy closure envelope. And again, you could cover the back or glue this down. All right, that's our project for today. So hop on over to Nana's Crafting Cottage tomorrow. And that'll be Thursday, and she will have her rendition of a policy closure envelope. So I hope you guys like these videos. I will link her kit if I can. I know it's on Ko-fi. I'll see if I can do that, or at least do her Ko-fi site for 7 Plaza for this kit. It is absolutely amazing. And again, use whatever you have. And as far as envelopes, you can use any size of envelope. Just adjust it accordingly. All right, guys. Well, you guys have a great day. God bless you all, and we'll see you on the next video, and we'll have another fun project. Have a great day. Bye.